Make it easy for other people to help you. My name is Bruce Rule. I'm a writer and editor, and I help my clients with all kinds of communications, social media, articles, speeches, basically anything they need written, I'll handle, whether it's writing it myself or if they've written it, I'll edit it and make it a little better. I also teach public speaking, both in workshops and with one-on-one clients. And I recently published a book called Heartfelt Goodbye, How to Write and Deliver the Eulogy Your Loved One Deserves. It's gotten good reviews. So if you know somebody who suffered a loss, please, this would be a good gift to give them. I wanted to talk to you this week about something that is sort of the reverse of what I was talking about last week. Last week, I talked about look for opportunities to help those who have helped you. Well, this is sort of along those lines. And again, this is advice that's beyond freelance. It's beyond authors. It's basically advice for everybody. And that is, if you're asking for help, if you're asking for a favor, make it easy for the person to say yes. Don't make it difficult. This came to mind a couple of weeks ago. We had a community yard sale in our neighborhood, and my wife was talking to one of her friends in town, and the friend said, "You know, I'd love to get rid of some stuff, but we don't do a community yard sale. I don't really have enough to make a garage sale on my own." So my wife said, "Well, if you want, I'll put it out for you." Okay, great. So the woman says, "Well, I don't really know anything about pricing. So can you come over and help me price the things on Sunday? We'll have lunch, we'll price things, and you can take them home." Well, it's like, "Well, okay, all right, fine." Then the woman, a few days later, message and says, "Actually, I'm going to be busy during the day on Sunday. So can you come late afternoon, price things, and we'll have dinner, and your husband can come over and join us for dinner." Well, I was like, "Okay, all right, I'll change my schedule around, you know." Then the day before, on Saturday, the woman messages and says, "Actually, I'm going to be busy all day Sunday through dinner. Can you come over like 8:30 and just price the stuff with me? And, we'll have some wine or something." And by this point, my wife's like, "No, forget it. Forget it. I'm not doing you this favor. It's too much of a hassle now, you know." And I thought of that this week because I had a former colleague reach out to me who I haven't talked to in probably 7 years, 8 years, and she's co-authoring a book, and she wanted a contribution dealing with the newsrooms, some more stories, basically. And I said, "Yeah, I can help you out. What do you need?" "Well, I just need some war stories, some good stories about what the process is like in the newsroom. You'll think of something." I said, "Whoa, wait a minute. You're going to have to give me more than that. You're going to have to give me some context and, maybe send some questions over so that I know what you need to do." She says, "Well, you'll think of something, but I'll send you what I can." So all she sent me was the chapter headings in the book. Well, it's not really very helpful to me because I'm not so sure I know what she wants, and I don't want to spend a lot of time, writing up stuff that she's not going to need, and then she's going to come back. She's going to ask for something different. So I'll give it some thought. I'll send her something over, but quite frankly, the next time she reaches out to help, I don't know that I'm going to be helpful. And on top of that, I should say, she didn't say, "Oh, I'm going to, I'll put your name in the book. I'll give you an acknowledgement. Of course, I'll send you a copy." She didn't say any of that. She just wants me to help her with the book. That's not making it easy for me to say yes. I'll try to help her. But the fact of the matter is, if she had called and she said, "Look, I'm putting together this book. I need, a story about this. I need a story about that. I need a story about this. If you help me out, I'm going to put you in the acknowledgments. I'll send you a couple free copies. I'll thank you publicly on social media." Those are the things, if she had said, I would have been much more receptive to do because it would have been easy for me to do. But and I would have known what I'm getting out of it. But instead, I've sort of been handed an assignment that I don't know that I even can do. And so far, I haven't even heard that I'm going to get anything out of it. Um, so we'll see what happens with that. But getting back to the point, she didn't make it easy for me to say yes. And that's what you want to do when you're asking for help. Make it easy for the other person to say yes. Have questions specific that you can give them so that they can respond specifically. Have an idea of what exactly you need, when you need it, and go that specifically. Take on as much of the work as you can and only ask them for the essential things that they can provide. And you'll get a lot more help that way. People want to help. I want to help whenever somebody calls, but you got to be aware. I don't want to do a lot of work helping for nothing, you know? What do you think? Um, how do you handle requests for help? And how do you ask people for help? Please comment down below and like and share this video. I think it's important for everybody, not just authors, not just freelancers, but I think everybody can benefit from thinking about this. And subscribe because that's always a good thing. And until next week, take care.